Hello everyone, today we are going to make a beaded cage for the marbles. So before we continue, the supplies you will need is the needle nose pliers. You might need round nose pliers if you have. If not, you could use this one. Wire cutters. You will need some kind of wire. This one's 18 gauge. I got this in Amazon and it came in a 3-pack. It came with rose gold, silver, and it came with gold. 18 gauge. These are non-tarnish wires. Okay, so I would put that in the link below. If you don't have a 18 gauge or 20 gauge, you can use a 22 or 24. Now this one I use this for practice wire wrapping. This is a 24 gauge that I bought in AC Moore a long time ago. So if you don't have 18 or 20, you can use a 22 or 24. They all work just about the same. And what you will need as well is a measuring tape or a ruler to measure the wires before you cut them. You also need 2 marbles, okay, whatever color you desire. I have this green one, and then this amber yellowish looking one. I got this at the $1.25 store. So yeah, a dollar store actually. And if you have any charms that you want to add, feel free to pick any charms. I'm not using any charms, but if you do, you can add. You will need 2 hooks. I purchased this at Michael's. You can also get them at Amazon and with hooks as well, and I mean with the links. And you will need 2 links. Sorry. Comes in handy, so I will put that in the link below as well. Okay, so let's get it started. Now this right here is the 24 gauge wire. Okay, this is double the wire that I used compared to the 18 gauge. So if you have like a 22 or 24, you would need 20 inches of wiring to do this, so you're able to cover. Okay, so with this one, with the 18 gauge, so if you have 18 or 20, you would need like a 10 inches. Okay, so the wire that I'm using is rose gold and this is 18 gauge. Okay, you have an option to leave it flat, okay, or you can pull the end out, and I'll show you. You could pull the end out and insert a link and a charm for that, like this one. So if you were to pull both of them up, this is how it'll look. If you could use this as a pendant, you can put a lava bead in here and use it as a pendant, or make it as earrings and connect the charm, or you could leave it flat like this one. Okay, so let me just put it both right here so you can see. Okay, so all right, let me move all this out the way. So I'm just going to show you just one example. They both are the same, are done the same way. They're just both different wires, so I'm going to show you. Okay, so make sure with the 18 gauge or the 20 gauge, cut 10 inches of wire. Okay, and if you don't have the round nose pliers, you can use the flat nose. Okay, because you would need to have it all the way at the edge, and you're going to bend. Okay, I'm going to show you. You're going to bend this like a circle, okay, and turn it all the way. Okay, there you go. But you're going to make sure you secure that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that in a bit. Then you're going to do it on the other end as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you with the round nose. Okay, at the very tip, you want to get to the smallest, and you're just going to turn it. Okay, sorry, you can't really see it. I mean, it should be like that. Okay. And what you're going to do now, you're going to close it down and you're going to turn it up, okay? And then you're going to switch to the other side. You want to make sure they're even. So you want to continue going back and forth. So I'm going to hold it with the pliers, hold it very tight, and then pull this all the way up, okay? There we go. You can do it with your fingers, but sometimes it could be a little difficult. My hands get sweaty and it slips off my fingers, so I prefer to use the flat nose pliers. But if it flips and you don't want to scratch the wiring, you can get this one. I forgot what happened, but I think I pulled it out of the bucket and it came out. But this is rubber, so this prevents the wiring from peeling or scratching. These come in handy. You can also purchase it this way, or you can purchase the rubber piece to go over the pliers. And I'll put that in the link below. Okay, so let's get started. So we're gonna hold it tight and turn it. Gotta make sure. Okay, so we're gonna go back and forth and see, I can't even. Once you get a few turns, you can turn it with your hand. But my hands get sweaty easily when I'm crafting, or so I can't do that. Okay. There we go. So like I said, you're gonna continue doing that back and forth, alternating. You want to make sure you get it even as possible. What happens is if you have one side bigger than the other, it's going to be uneven. So then again, these wires are non-tarnish, but just make sure you don't wet them, because I made gemstone rings and I forgot to take the ring off, and sometimes I like to keep my rings on. And after 2 months they turned color. It started to tarnish just for leaving it on my hands. I mean, washing my hands with them on. So just make sure you don't wet them. Okay, so now I'm able to turn it. Okay, no, my hands are sweaty, never mind. So I'm gonna do it again. So now this is something I want to mention. They both should not be up. One needs to be facing down and the other one needs to be facing up. So if that happens, it's okay. So we're going to turn this down. Okay, that's how it's to be. So we're going to continue wrapping. Okay, and do it again. Kind of looks like a 8. Okay, so we reached, it should be like this. Okay, kind of like an 8. All right, so now the next step, what you're going to do is you're going to close it. Okay, so you're going to close it, kind of look like a clam, just want to show you, and close it. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Now you're going to get your needle nose pliers, and you see this hole right here. This is where you're going to insert the needle nose pliers, and you're going to pull, if I can show you that part right here, just that part. See that? Okay. If you pull the other loop in there, that's fine. You just got to push it down and pull the other part up like that. Okay. So now we're going to pull this all the way up. So you're going to grab this, and I'm going to show you on the side. Pull it. You see how it pulls? That's how it's going to look. You have the option if you want to leave this flat, or you can pull the bottom just the way I pull the top. You're going to do the same on the bottom, but this one I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pull it a little bit because I need to loosen the end up a little bit, but I'm not going to pull the inner loop in there. Just a little bit. See? So then what you're going to do is you're going to open it up a little bit. Okay? You're going to open it, and you're going to insert your marble. Okay? So this is going to take some time to adjust. Okay? So you're going to try to fidget this a bit. This could be a little tricky. So with this part right here, I pushed it with both of my fingers. See how I'm able to pull it up? Okay, now with the top wiring, I'm going to put both of my fingers right here, and I'm going to pull it down. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Not all of it, marbles and the wiring is going to be symmetrical, so, and that's okay. I mean, unless you're a perfectionist, but this is how it's going to look. Now we can fix this. If this happens and the bail ends up on the side, it's okay. You can fix it. So you just go fidget with it a little bit, okay? And then with your two fingers on the side, you're going to pull it, okay? There we go. And this is how it should look. Now you're going to get your link or your ring. Okay. Get your needle nose pliers. You're going to bend them forward like that. Okay. You do not want to open it wide because you're gonna mess up the shape of the ring. Okay. And there you go. You have yourself a nice marble earring. Okay. I hope that this was understandable. This video was explained well. It's been a while since I did a video, but if you like more videos like this, click subscribe. Thank you guys.